representing here today, and you think coming to us, it's something that we always look forward to, because we know that whether you are here or not, you're always with us. You're always checking on us and see how the library is going, and you've always been participating from the very day I became involved with the library and with me in the library, and you have been involved from day one as well. And whatever the Madison team has been doing, as I am aware of, I've been aware of what you're doing, and now I'm more aware of what you're doing and what you are intending to do for the library. And we really appreciate all that you've been doing and what you're intending to do as well. So we welcome you to the Kanifing Municipal Library. I wouldn't say we welcome you, I would say you are welcome in your home. This is your home. You are part of us. Yes. Thank you.
I would like to welcome Mr. Kujabi, and then also give thanks to the sister city, Madison, for the wonderful job that they have been doing between the sister city of Madison and Kanifing Municipal Council. Just like as Clark mentioned, some of these developments are very, very important to the municipality, and then extending it to the education department also. We are so grateful to have received something from you people, not only materials, but then when it comes to funding for the library, I think it is very important. I think it will go a very, very, very long way in addressing some of the situations or challenges that this library we expect to face maybe in the near future. I think it's a great honor to have you here. We thank you very much.
Today is a special day. As a manager of this library, Kanifing Municipal Library, as all of you can allude to, this library is a special edifice. As the saying goes, the most fundamental support or development that one can give to an individual is to conscientize the person, all right, to give the person knowledge. So one of the fundamental characteristics of a library is a learning hub. Now, if you can see this library, I'm pleased to tell our special guest, Jere Kujabi, that this library has different components. We have the component one is the repair tool cafe, which is here manned by an experienced and technician in the person of Musaba. The ultimate purpose of establishing that section is to support the community in terms of repairing their household material like kettle, like electric iron, and also serve as a learning center or training center for our grade 9 leavers and even grade 12. So we also have a children's section, which of course is very, very fundamental. We're talking about library being a learning hub, so the foundation part of it, which is for the children, is very important. So we have that section too. We also have two reading main sections, the adult section and that of the children's section, different from the other one. So we're happy to receive you here, Mr. Kujabi. Like the Kanifing Madison sister city relationship is definitely bearing a lot of fruits. All right, we can see it has been conceived by the sister relationship to establish a library. But thank God, with the coming of CAP project, which is pioneered by KMC, that decided to have a library component, which gave birth to this magnificent structure. So we hope and pray that the sister city relationship will contribute a lot in enhancing this library. Our aim is not to this is the first community library in this country. We have the National Library, yes, but the library of this nature has never been established in this country. This is the first time. So we want to this library to be extended so that we can have two of its kind in this municipality and also have a spiral effect in other regions so that we can have regional libraries. So we hope and pray that you extend your helping hand. Today we witnessing the presentation of a donation. The garden is small, but the gift is big. The gift is big because it go a long way in addressing some of our issues. As you can see, as when you go back, you've seen things for yourself, seen the believing. We have some challenges, yes, as a good Gambian, like the MC said. We believe that you'll be a good ambassador and you'll mobilize your team to give all the needed support to this library, and not only to KMC as a whole. So on that note, Mr. Kujabi, I thank you so much, and hope we'll be linking and be communicating in terms of various development areas.
This morning, thanks for sharing, Mr. Clark. It's always a pleasure for me coming back to this country. And manager, we've met a couple of times. Mrs. Cisse has been a great host. Mr. Haruna, we've met on my last trip and we've exchanged a few emails. So I'm really glad to be here. And for everyone in the room, I'm always excited when I see young people. When you guys started walking in, I was asking what you guys doing here, and I said you guys are library visitors, so that gave me some excitement. I think schools are about to go out of session, but the fact that you guys are still here shows what this facility is all about. Like Mr. Clark said, my name is Jere Kujabi. I am a Gambian that resides in the United States, but I do visit frequently. And he referenced the relationship that is established between Madison and Kanifing, and for the reasons we're here today. Like he said, the relationship was established in 2016, and next year, like he said, would be the 10th anniversary. So it's been around for a long time. And the city of Madison has about 10 other relationships that they have with other cities around the world. But the relationship with Madison is one of the most active. Our mayor of Madison testified to that in a ceremony that we had last year. And she herself, with a delegation of about 20 people, visited this country about maybe 2.5 years ago. So that shows the viability of this relationship and what it can do. The main goal of these kinds of relationships is just to connect people. At the fundamental level, that's what it is. To let people know each other, to let them connect, learn about each other's cultures, get to understand each other. Once you know the other, then you know that barrier of fear is broken, right? And then you begin to see what you say are more in common as opposed to what sets you apart. When the relationship was established, I should say it was established by a very good friend of mine. I don't know how many of you know about that story. There's a gentleman in Madison called Samba Balde, who was the first Gambian who was elected to our city council. He's been here, I think, in January, and he stayed here for like 4 months, and he'll be coming back soon. He'd been in council for 6 years. He left council and ran for state assembly. He was also the first Gambian in Madison, I would say in the United States, actually, because the only Gambian that I know of was one in Colorado that was elected mayor. But in terms of the legislature, he was the only Gambian in the United States who was elected to state government. In 2015 actually, when he was elected to city council, there were 8 sister city relationships that Madison had, but none on the African continent. Him being African and Gambian, he championed for that. It's like, well, we have a lot of Africans in Madison. Him being elected to council, why don't we have any relationship? Clark and I were chatting about asking the right questions, right? And I'll encourage young people in this room to start asking questions. You may not have solutions to all the problems that plague us, but the beginning, the first step, right, is to be able to ask the right questions. And he did. And, he moved, had the conversation with our mayor, talked with what we call the Sister City Collaboration Committee, and a sister city was established on the African continent. And I am proud to report now we have 2. Not only the Gambia, he also encouraged the city to have another one. So we have a sister city relationship with a city in Ethiopia called Bahirda. But we're gathered today to further that relationship. Clark mentioned a couple of things that came out of this relationship over the last 10 years. The city of Madison was able to donate trash bins, over 1,000 of them, I believe, a few years ago, that were distributed around facilities in the municipality. In addition to that, he also mentioned medical supplies, that we were able to send a 40-foot container of medical supplies that were distributed to area clinics, right? We have logistical support that is set up. There is a website that is set up right now between the city of KMC, the municipality of KMC and the city of Madison, where resources are posted and they do those kind of exchanges. The library, this structure, wonderful structure, as I always say, that I like to visit, and I've gotten a very good tour from Mrs. Cisse, was actually modeled from our library in Madison. It's a smaller structure, but the setup looks similar. And I really, really love what I see, in not just the structure itself, but the resources like the manager was talking about, that they're trying to outfit the space with, the programming that they envision to have. And you know, in that line, the sister city is really pushing that relationship, particularly with this facility, because it relates to education. And it was rightly mentioned that, you know, if you really wanted to develop someone, if you really want someone to be independent, what you need to do is provide them with education. And I think this facility does that. It is a priority for us as a committee. I was mentioning when I first came a few days ago that I am always the face of the committee that maintains this relationship. But I have a team that I work with, and I want to commend them for the good work that they've been doing over the past decade. I may be the face, but the people that really do the heavy lifting, most of you don't get to see. And I think they deserve to be commended. Our commitment, my commitment personally as a Gambian, as a president of this committee, is to make sure that the partnership and the development of this institution continues to expand beyond what it is today. To expand in terms of programming, to expand in terms of resources that you find here, but also to expand, as the manager said, that the goal, the long-term vision is to be able to have another facility, to make sure that access is broadened, not just for people who can reach this space, but for other people who are outside of this space. He mentioned that since independence, we only had one central library. To have a facility like this is really a great milestone, and I think it will be a legacy for everyone who has had a hand in it. And if God helps us to where we're able to expand to have another facility, that's even great. At this point, I will pause here and say thank you to my host, and thank you for all of you for coming out today to grace this occasion. I am really glad to be here. Thank you.
Because education does not have a limit. This is what I believe. My belief in education is everybody's right. So it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter which background you're from, and this is what this library is all about. We are fully equipped. It's a fully equipped library with every resources that you need. I know the manager has mentioned the tool station. We also have the internet cafe, which is very important. We have over 40 computers there, and the IT department is working really hard to ensure that we introduce innovative education for the library, which is where the world is heading to now. We've all heard about the AI, which everyone is all interested in, and also what we have in line with summer. This summer is we're having a French activity, summer French activities in this summer. The English and arts activity is there as well, and also we have the IT and the tool training activities are all going to take place in this summer. So the Library of Things, as we call it, has different components, and this is possible because of the support we have been receiving and we are still receiving from our sister city, which is Madison. And I have always been mentioning Mr. Kujabi. I know the other team members are there, but I want to say thank you to all of them, the reason why I always mention Mr. Kujabi, because I've been lucky enough to meet him, I think not once, but twice. This is the third time we've met. And you have contributed a lot. You have directed us. And also the Madison team they have everything there. They're waiting for us just to access it. Some we have started accessing it, the support of training for our staffs. So I want to say a big thank you. I'm not going to be the only one giving a vote of thanks. The education committee will give their own vote of thanks. I'm giving my vote of thanks on behalf of the board. The KML board has been working really hard to ensure that the library has all the facilities and is running smoothly with the help of the manager. And we've made this possible because we have got a very strong support from our sister city, and that is Madison. And today we have them coming again to give us a donation, which I believe that it will go into a very, very good cause, which when they come back next year, we will be able to show them exactly where that support went into. And we are ensuring them that this support is going to cover a lot. Yes, we do have challenges, but we are 100% sure that this support that they are going to give us today is going to be put into good use, and our library users, the patrons, will also see it. So thank you very much on behalf of the KM board. We want to thank the Madison team, those here with us right now, especially Mr. Kujabi, and the clerk who's also part of the Madison committee, and the education committee. We want to thank everyone, and we cannot go without saying thank you to our able staffs. You've been here day in, day out, ensuring that the library is functioning, and I myself, as the chair, I cannot go without saying thank you to our support staffs as well. They're always here ensuring that the library is always clean and is accessible.
And on behalf of the Lord Mayor, Talib Ahmed Bensouda, and the CEO, the Education Committee would like to say a very big thank you to but not only Mr. Jere Kujabi, but the entire team that has always been behind doing good things for the Kanifing municipality. We really, really appreciate our relationship. We really appreciate the training, the partnership that we have between the Kanifing Municipal Council and Madison. And then, like Cesar said, we hope that this, we have very big steps forward so that we can achieve some of the good things that we wish for the library, and also those who visit the library. And then also in other areas of education, like I was talking to you about the endeavors that council is taking to support students that are having some difficulties in paying their tuition fees. Council has done a very, very big job towards that, and I hope that the sister city of Madison will also try to support in that area. So, like I said, on behalf of the staffs of the library, the management, and then the library visitors, we would like to encourage people to come and visit the library. It's a library of things that has so many things that can improve. They say when you enter a library and go and step out, you step out different. So that's what I believe. This is what the education committee believes, and that's why we are trying to see that the library flourish. And then partnering with you, gives us that hope that we can do so much. So thank you so much.
Members of the high table, ladies and gentlemen, and people present. Of course, I'll give a word or two, but it's not going to be extensive. My presence here is, some of you will be very surprised to see me sitting here giving a word or two. My age at this moment in time, to come here and sit from an hour or two to be reading, I have my vision why I am here. Somebody of my age will come here, sit down and read and go home. I've seen some improvement or development in myself. I work with very important personalities in this country. Many died and some of them are living. Going by that experience, I believe I should not stop at that point, but to develop or increase my potentials. Wherever I may go, I enjoy seeing people. Maybe some of you may not know, but Madam Chair at least know a bit about me. Education is a backbone of life. If you not have the time of during your school days, but outside school, here is a very important place to come and sit here and read. If you have your materials, you read and then go home. People of my age, very few will come here. Perhaps they may feel that it is a waste of time when it is very, very important. Life goes on. It is just here in the Gambia, but when you go out of this country, you see elderly people going to school. There is a woman in Kenya, a very old woman for that matter. This woman went and joined small children in the kindergarten. This woman was petty trader. She said she doesn't have that skill. People are very surprised to see that old woman in the midst of small children. They could not understand her reason of joining them. She said she wants to know, understand how to buy and sell. Fortunately, this woman was very interested. In the end, many people were surprised. She was uplifted. She was able to see herself where he was not even expected. So many people learned a lot about that woman. So why, in this country, when you go around, you see youngsters around gallivanting, smoking, talking about Europe. Many people are here, they don't go even far away. They made it here in the country. It depends on the individual, the zeal, the enthusiasm. You have to have it and create an environment like this place. It's for everybody. It's for everybody. What I want to say that the workers of this place, Madam Chair, members of you people, I want to put it out. These workers here, when you come here, they open their arms. They embrace you. They are very hardworking, very vigilant, very nice people. So as a result, I am urging my fellow brothers or sisters, please let them come here and see for themselves. There are so many materials here. If you don't have materials, they are here. The duty of these workers, that is their duty. They welcome you, invite you, sit down. So that alone is sufficient for me. Education is the backbone of life. Without education, one cannot go anywhere. Look at our sisters and brothers going this back way. That is very pathetic, very, very sad. Why do you have to go and risk your life? You go for greater pastors in Europe, and when you go there, you'll not working in the offices. What you refuse to do here, that's what you are going to do over there. So as a result, I don't advise anybody to have that feeling, to use this Atlantic, just for nothing else. But what is important in life, please, I urge them to come to this place. Mr. Kujabi, you are one in a million. We are looking forward to see somebody like you. I am urging, please, not only the municipality, but countrywide. Veteran speaker spoke here. It's a very important issues, which is very, very vital, very, very educative. Not only within the Kanifing municipality, but also the four corners of this country. If you can put a structure like this countrywide, it is very, very important. Somebody like me, if I live from here, maybe Mansokonko, I can travel with Mayor Mansokonko, Kerawan, Basse. But if you have a structure like that, in all the country is very, very important. That will emulate, that will encourage people. It's not easy, but at least if you have 20 coming to the library, gradually it will vary. Sometimes when you come to this library, it's powerful to capacity, especially in the evening. Some people don't even have place to sit. We thank the veteran people, employees of this library. They are doing very, very well. Sometimes if the library is packed too fast, they find avenues to accommodate them, so as to at least be very well prepared. So for that matter, I thank Madam Chair, members of the high table, for inviting me to come and give a word or two. I thank you all.